What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the red color, playing as Odin. His name, you ask me? Well, some refer to him as Sir Boat. Others say Master Boat. I call him Mr. Boat because that's what it says, right? In it, MR, that means Mr. He's not actually a boat. He's actually like, no, he's a boat. He's a boat, guys. He's a boat. We've done this before. It's fine. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Loki. His name is IKillUDie. The map is Fields of Punishment. Oh, I love this. I love it when I get to see new, well, not necessarily new maps, but different maps. You get to see the nice terrain. Like, there's so much, like, the terrain's cool. Guys? Terrain? No, just me? You can see, well, it's different, okay? It's different. It's different. So, here's why it's different. Boom. Boom. Wait, where is it? Ah, there it is. This is why it's different. Walking berry bushes. Boom. This unit here is a Gaia unit. It's going to chase your stuff around. Basically for eternity here. You can just check it. It's just going to keep following. It's got infinite line of sight for some reason. Wait, is it 30 line of sight? I think it's 30 line of sight that these things have. 30 line of sight. So they chase forever, and you can drag all of the berry bushes into your opponent's base for the memes. They don't really do anything. They've got 2 damage and for 25 HP, but they're funny. So we're going to enjoy those in this game. Now, this map is essentially medium hunt map. You're going to have like average starting hunt. You can have a bunch of boar over here, and a pack of elk, and that's going to be about it. So pretty much medium hunt to high hunt, depending on what the spawn is like. But really strong Norse map, of course. And we're seeing Mr. Boat do something incredibly cute here. Dragging the boar in to the town center, saving on the ox cart. Now, I do wonder exactly how many resources this saves. He's got this ox cart over here, which he could have doubled the boar with, but hasn't really done that. And we do see that there's going to be 4 walking berry bushes targeting this Skraeling. Now, you can Alt-S this and just have the Skraeling put the temple up. And because he's Odin, it's fine. He'll be healing back up, no problems. And you can just see that this is just a minor nuisance here for Mr. Boat, and he's going to deal with it like a champ. IKillUDie, on the other hand, building his temple in his base. One of the big things about this map, which might not be on the surface level, is kind of hard to get a sneaky temple up because of those walking berry bushes. So you can't really get a forward temple up just because you may be getting chased by a berry bush. But all that being said, this map is a beautiful map here for a Heimdall rush. All forward gold mines. There's one quasi-back gold mine over here, very easily attacked. Not very easily defended because of the wood line here. But yeah, you could definitely get away with Heimdall here. We are seeing IKill go through 4 cities. So we've seen this before. And honestly, we'll see it again, time and time again. 4 city into, ooh, I was going to say Freya. We got Heimdall. I like this by Mr. Boat. And the reason I like this is because the counter to 4 city, the way you play around Loki as Norse, as Thor and Odin, is by sitting back, is by taking away the big advantage of those Hall of Fame's Hersa, which is mobility. And if you take away that mobility, you're going to be able to do much better with your army. And the idea is you're going to be building throwing axemen instead of making pure Hersa, which means you can advance through the ages faster, which means you can get off a Ragnarok. And given the map that we're seeing here, I would not be surprised to see a one town center Ragnarok be able to defeat a Loki player in this map. Town centers don't secure a gold mine. Very difficult. This gold mine here, very easy to defend actually. So maybe he might be able to hold on to this one. It might not work, but we'll see. We'll see. There's the Heimdall. There's a Ring of Nibelung there for IKill. Grabbing a relic. Feeling funky fresh. We do have another relic on the map that hasn't been seen. It is a Black Lotus. Huge relic there for basically every civ except for Egyptian. I could be wrong. I know Egyptian doesn't actually benefit from that relic until they upgrade it to irrigation. So, yeah. The more you know. But it does give you a big bonus when you get to irrigation. So, I mean, whatever. Anyways, the Hertz are moving in. We do have a good amount of units out here for Mr. Boat to defend against this. So, he should be able to turn around with the Einhyar as well. With all these units fighting, he should easily win the initial fights here. And we do see that the Hertz is going at it. Have to micro this very, very well at this point. Maybe take the villagers off of the food. And he does do that. He's going to be jabbing down one raiding cavalry. We don't see the Einhyar in here. Where's he gone? Is it just me? Did he delete it? Hello? I think I'm very confused. Oh, there he is. Okay. He was blending in. He was probably right in front of my face the whole time, but he wasn't using it in that initial fight. Interesting decision there. Oh, now we're seeing Mr. Boat getting a little bit far forward here with this longhouse. Normally you want to be nice and back and defensive, but we'll see how this is going to work out for him. He needs to hold on to all this hunt, obviously, so he's going to go for it. He does have 2 back bear, which, while I say back bear, I mean, it's 400 food. Not a bad thing there. He's also got some hunt back here, which he doesn't know about. It's sort of inexcusable as Odin, because you have those ravens, which are just flying around doing nothing. But now Mr. Boat moving forward here, going to be looking to get some damage done. This has been the downfall of many Odin players in this matchup, so we'll see if it's going to matter. But Mr. Boat with those Einhyar really does change the dynamic of these fights. Basically because those throwing axemen, they're now dealing a ton of damage as opposed to the Lokis, which like aren't. So they die really quickly. These Herso die really quickly. But we are seeing, as the army is running away or moving forward, IKill has got free reign here to move in and snipe these units. The question is going to be, will Mr. Boat be able to find this hunt or not? He's just going up the houses. So he's going to lose the majority, or he should lose the majority of these villages. And there's an undermine god power there pushing through. Is that going to kill off the wall? It looks like he's not going after the wall. He's going for the jugular here, going straight after this gold mine. We do see the watchtowers has been grabbed there. All of the villagers for Mr. Boat have died. So this is super all in from Mr. Boat. Will IKill be able to defend this or not? We do have the Einhyars in here tanking a lot of damage there from the town center. The temple does fall, dropping the Ring of Nibelung. The army of IKill is just going after the houses of Mr. Boat here as well. And he's not deciding to return home. This Einhyar giving so much boost to this Norse army of Mr. Boat that he's able to just completely decimate all of IKill's stuff here. And now the gold has been pushed off of, gonna have to retreat back, but we do have IKill moving over onto this gold mine now, and Mr. Boat has no way of getting there. And if we look at the resource count here, normally this doesn't matter too much, but IKill in the lead on the villager count. So we'll see if that's going to matter or not. IKill can basically just stay here and kill off these buildings and maybe retreat the troll a little bit, try and keep that one alive. We do see these dwarves moving forward, going to be starting to eat the bears in this location as well. And the long houses are getting picked off, and Mr. Boat's just going to retreat back. We see some houses coming up and getting more military buildings here as well. We do see him sharing the ox cart over here. So he's only got, what, 7 villages on gold at this point. And then he's got a ton of dwarves here on the hunt. And he kind of needs it. And now we're going to be seeing the Hersa checking out on this location, moving into Mr. Boat's base. And there is a gap here, so he's going to be able to move in and maybe hit the wood line here. So we'll see if that's going to do any damage. We do see instant reaction there from Mr. Boat. Really nice play. And we get a Valkyrie spawn there for the Norse army. Still not getting any of those Iron here. So no huge help in this fight. The throwing axemen come in. And this is going to be immediately leaving at the speed of 5.5 in this army because of the Valkyrie slowing him down. So he's going to easily be able to dodge those throwing axemen and then get out of there. Now we see Mr. Boat at 96 population to IKill's 85 population. And even though IKillUDie has picked off, I want to say it was seven villages, maybe 8 villages, he's behind on the villager count yet again. And that's just a credit to Mr. Boat's macro here, getting up his houses, making sure at all points of the game he's been able to be training villagers here. Really nice play. He's got a ton of throwing axemen in this army. Only thing you have to be careful about in this situation is either heroic age Hersa, or if IKill gets copper mail and has full pop in Hersa and raiding cavalry and get a surround on this army and just completely decimate it. So that's the go there. We did see Iron here getting spawned here. Will IKill notice this? He can easily snipe this one off. Meanwhile, throwing axeman returning back to help out against this huge army of IKillUDie, but he needs to pay attention here. The Einhjar need to start that blowing their horn over here as the army coming in. There we go, turning around. If you can basically get the special abilities to be put off on separate occasions, exactly like that, that's absolutely perfect in the fight. But we are seeing IKillUDie going to be retreating away. Meanwhile, we've got a random scrambling up here. The initial Ulfsar getting that value. Remember how he was damaged by the walking bush? He's back to full HP. Ready to snipe some villagers, and now the bears coming in to help out. Meanwhile, these units have spotted this gold mine over here, though the dwarves are not there. They're in the middle of the map, grabbing all the gold, feeling great about themselves. Meanwhile, IKill's army is moving through, going to spot those villagers here. They're going to just calmly retreat over to the army here, and that's going to be time for IKill to retreat away. And we've got some units moving forward from Mr. Boat, going up onto this location, making sure no hunt is getting gathered from. Meanwhile, safe gold here, doing wonders for IKill, and he is still producing units, though just throwing axemen, attempting to get to the next age. Getting pushed off that hunt actually did matter quite a bit there, because IKill probably would have been heroic age by now, which is a big thing. This means if he notices that this is going on, big flaming weapons push, very tough to defend without that frost. We do see another Valkyrie spawn, but the nice concave, the nice defensive positioning from Mr. Boat is going to force IKillUDie to retreat. Meanwhile, we've got villagers over here onto the berry bushes now for IKill, and because of that hunt being pushed off, that was all the hunt being pushed off here. Now Mr. Boat is Scardy, and IKill is very far away. This hunt being grabbed in the middle of the map, this gold mine being grabbed in the middle of the map with no real defenses. Absolutely huge. Now we do see the army for IKill coming in, going to be cleaning up the majority of this though. Mr. Boat way out of position with his army. He's coming in with more units here, but he definitely needs to think about just retreating here because this is not going to cut it. As we see the Einhjar are falling, Mr. Boat's got tons of wood in the bank. It's either at this point where you need to take villagers off of this and go over to the gold mine, or just spam up farms. So the options you have is essentially all in on the Ragnarok by going to the gold mine and then buying your way to Balder by getting like 2,000 gold, or doing something else like building farms and just playing slow. We see this this location has been spotted, which means Mr. Boat's going to have to retreat back. He does have this gold mine over here, which you can go to. And now Scardy's in. That's scary for IKill. And we'll see he is going through Balder. Or not Balder, Bragi. What am I talking about? There's a very, very early frost. That's exactly what you want to see if you're IKillUDie. Because now he's got free ability to flaming weapons here, and he's going to hit roughly at the same time this frost finishes. So he's got the options are retreat straight away, rebuild the army, and then flaming weapons, which is probably best, or stay and flaming weapons with a lot of low HP units. And essentially, Mr. Boat's got flaming weapons in his iron here right now, so it's going to be a pretty even fight after the frost. And there's also frost giants incoming. Hunter's axe on the way. What does that upgrade at? What speed? 40 seconds, so it's not going to be up for the fight. But he does have heavy infantry here. There we go. The army for IKill is going to have to retreat back because he doesn't have Bragi just yet. Big amounts of damage down to 99 population, but jumping back up pretty quickly. And IKill is 100% on a timer now. He needs to get some damage done and quickly. He's got the battle ball. He's got the throwing axeman, but he doesn't have all of those Hersa that you otherwise would really like, because flame weapons is great and all, but without Hersa, you don't get the crazy amounts of favor, and you don't get those myth unit spawns, which is what it's all about. So funnily enough here, this is probably one of those strange instances here where Loki might have wanted to consider going Njord here just for the walking woods instead, because then at least you can get some sort of pressure onto this talent center while this fight's going on. You see the frost giant getting caught out there by Mr. Boat's army. We do see him able to easily win this. We do see heavy infantry coming in now for IKillUDie. So that's going to help out a lot. Meanwhile, we've got a hill fort coming down, and Mr. Boat is very, very close to the next age. And I guess the big problem right now for IKill is he's got 1,500 gold left. So normally, if Loki wants to defend against a Ragnarok, essentially all you do is you just spam towers on your gold mine, and you just keep mining the gold, because it's really hard for the Norse to push into throwing axemen, like five towers or something on a gold mine with some walls. Really, really hard to push in on that, and if they can't push in and kill that, then it's kind of savable. You can kind of survive, but he doesn't have that set up, and there's the flaming weapons coming in now. He probably, oh god, maybe he should have saved it, because now Mr. Boat can just retreat back to the hill fort. And then he's got his Ragnarok to use afterwards as well. And he's just going to keep running away, letting that hill fort get some damage dealt, retreating into his base. Villagers jumping onto the gold mine. We see irrigation coming through for IKill, but deciding against it there, unless it's just finished. No, he's got irrigation. There we go. That's going to help out a little bit. And IKill may be able to click up as well here. But it might be a better idea to just secure that that next gold mine. We see the Anhiars getting sniped off in the back here by those Hersa and everything else here in the back. Huge amounts of damage. Look at that. Look at that Hersa. Smack. Dead. Battle Bull going to clean up this hill fort here. And there's the Balder at 90%. And the Flaming Weapons does finish just now. You can see the difference in the damage now. 6.3 to 5.4. That's Huntress Axe. Essentially just Huntress Axe. Absolutely huge upgrade there. And there's the Balder. Do we see this being delayed at all is the question. And it looks like Mr. Boat is delaying. He gets another Frost Giant out. Going to be building up some more of those throwing axemen. IKill throwing down a market on this location. And we still don't see any attempted securing this gold mine here, which is the gold mine he needs to secure. Couple of walls up, towers behind it. That's the answer here. Instead, now we're going to see the units moving forward, the raid coming in. There's the Ragnarok coming in, 191 pop to 115 pop. We'll see how this is going to go. We've got 400 gold left in the base here for IKill. IKill is just going to retreat back home. Potentially not going Mythic Age is the answer here. He's going through Tier. He's going to go through Hell. Obviously, Hell is the right choice here, getting the Nidhogg to sit on top of those throwing axemen and try and pick those off. And I don't think he's going to have... Well, he does have Axe of Muspel. Or maybe he'd missed Axe of Muspel. But there's no trade route set up for Mr. Boat at all, so the damage is not going to be that big. And let's see what he can see. He knows there's a gold mine here, but you can actually... No, you can't. Never mind. So he's going to attempt to push in through that location to push up gold there. See the dwarves getting pulled back. A temple coming up on this side for IKill. Wants to get out of that free fire giant from the town center, but we'll see if that town center is even alive at this stage, or in 30 seconds basically, as all the army just piling in here. 173 population for Mr. Boat, and there he's going after it. It's going to be, I don't think it's going to be close at all, but we'll see if those throwing axemen can deal some damage. But it's looking like the town center is going down very, very quickly. 70% finished here, and he's got control of that healing spring as well. We see the army dropping, or the villagers dropping out of the town center now, going to be attempting to take down some of those heroes of Ragnarok, but the town center does go down with 80% remaining in the mythic age there for IKillUDie, and IKillUDie now at 86 population to Mr. Boat's 142 population, and IKillUDie does decide to tap out there. GG, well played by Mr. Boat, but you have to wonder, you really have to wonder here, if this game would have been different with, if IKill had pulled back and made like 5 towers around this town center first. 5 towers around here, and then maybe he holds. Towers help so much. You can see 142 population remaining here. Imagine the 5 towers, probably take that down to about 100 population. The town center wouldn't go down either because he has to deal with the towers. And the throwing axemen just sit at the back of it, they doing the brunt. Maybe he can hold on with those resources, but doesn't decide to do it. Instead decides to resign, and that's the game. I also wonder if it held on to flaming weapons instead of using it early, and maybe held flaming weapons for this fight, if that would help out at all. Maybe that would have been a thing. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next game.